What's up, everybody? This is Brad, and here's a little bit of news that was revealed the other day. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl is getting an Ultimate Edition release, which will include all of the DLC content, which will mean the two free DLC characters, Garfield and Shredder, plus the paid DLC characters for Jenny Wakeman, XJ9, Hugh Neutron, and Rocco, and the voice acting and, the extra stages and all that stuff. So, that's cool, but at the same time, I feel like that's definitely a sign that Nick Brawl is done. That if they're gonna release this as the Ultimate Edition, I don't see them doing any more characters. And that makes me sad, Like, I really was hoping that they, especially since they got, they were able to get a lot of the iconic voice actors to come in and, reprise their roles for this game. I was really looking forward to this roster growing pretty big. I thought we were going to see a good number of characters, and I thought the DLC pack was a strong start. I personally have not bought it yet, although, I've just been playing other games, and I still intend to buy it so I can have the full game. But I'm just kind of bummed out that this is the end of the game. Now, the plus side to that, though, is that if they're ending this game, they could also be maybe getting ready to move on to a Nick All-Star Brawl 2. Because just recently, a third edition of Nickelodeon kart racers was revealed. I don't know how. I played the first game, and it was very bare bones. It wasn't bad, but there's 12 racers in it. I think 4 of them are the Ninja Turtles. So it feels like a really weird decision to cut this game off now. And all I'm hoping for is that means that they can take what they learned from this game and work and make a new one, make a better one. I think if you work on what people were upset about in the first game here, if you put that and if you take that and then improve on it for another game, I think people will still be excited to keep this as a series. And again, if Nick Kart Racers can get three different games, I don't know why you couldn't at least do another one of this. Especially when this one was the one that got the most attention and got people talking, and people were actually really excited for this game. The Nick Kart Racer games kind of just exist. I don't see anyone ever talk about them, ever. So it clearly has a much smaller audience. Now, that's not to say that the game doesn't sell. But, it doesn't get people talking. It's just Mario Kart with Nickelodeon characters, and people have seen that a few times, and I don't think they care much. At least not like this with a platform fighting game. So my hope is that by wrapping this game up after one extra paid DLC pack, that they'll decide to do a second game and try to make it a better version of the first game. That's what I'm hoping. Because again, there are a ton of characters. And see, the thing that also gets me really mad is there was a point in after the initial big news, and then the devs were talking about how excited they were that they were going to get to do things with the game that were previously not on the table. And they started hyping things up. And there was one point where somebody specifically asked one of the devs about, hey, will the roster have any potential to include characters that maybe they're not necessarily owned by Nickelodeon, but they were on Nickelodeon television at one time? And they specifically dropped the idea of Goku being in there because there was a period of time where Dragon Ball Z Kai and some of the Dragon Ball Z movies were running on Nicktoons. And the devs said, they were saying we've got some ideas in the works. They were very they were very intentionally like trying to say like, you know, not gonna say we can't, but I'm not gonna say we can put him in, you know, put Goku in the game. And that got people going like, wow, they must have like, you know, they must be very ambitious about this. And then for the game to just end after 3 characters, I don't know, man. It seems like they teased a lot more. At least in that case, they definitely gave off the. It gave me the sense that they had lots of plans for lots of more content to add to this game. And to be fair, the voice acting stuff was needed. They needed that, and it made the game a lot more enjoyable from the last time I played it. And that's good. I think they did do as great a job as they could with the game based on the very bare bones minimum that they were pretty much whatever budget they originally were given. And then with the big memes and everything from the reveal, I think they did as much with the first game as they could. And now I'm hoping that if they really are going to just move on, that we could get something better. Because what? Smash Ultimate is the what? The one is what? Let's see. We had the original Smash, we had Melee, we had Brawl, we had Wii U, 3DS era, and then Ultimate. Smash Ultimate is the 5th game in that series. This was just the first Nick Brawl game. Now, I'm trying to be a little bit fair because I said, you know, like Smash had the benefit of starting as like I'm sure that there were platform fighters beforehand, but Smash kind of just Smash Brothers became the standard for platform fighters. And so I think in a lot of ways the same way that Super Mario 64 was the standard for 3D platformers. So I just want to see more of this. I want to see a bigger game. Like, Multiversus is still going. I wanted to see Nick Brawl and Multiversus getting updates alongside each other and trying to one-up each other. Well, now Nick Brawl is done, so I hope the next step is to just go for the sequel. It's been over a year since Nick Brawl came out. I guess you could wait till next year and then start promoting the game. I was gonna say maybe drop a trailer at the Game Awards and say like, hey, we got a new Nick Brawl game is coming next year, Nick All-Star Brawl 2. Maybe save on some of the confusion of like, you don't have to rename it Nick All-Star Smackdown or whatever. Just go Nick All-Star Brawl 2. Nick Brawl 2. So yeah, I think at this point I'm kind of just rambling and repeating myself a lot, but what do you guys think? Did you like Nick All-Star Brawl? Would you like to see a sequel? Or was this just a fun little experiment that, caught lightning and, it will be a fun memory for the memes and stuff, but that was all. I don't know. I feel like there's some untapped potential here, and there were so many characters that you could have added to this, even if you didn't go outside of the Nickelodeon banner. You just could have made a really good roster. And like I said, like the Nick Raceway games have a huge roster. And I think the 3rd game now has voice acting in it. The first and the second ones did not. I don't think the second one did. I have the second one. I bought it on Steam for like $5. Never played it. But I think the 3rd one does have voice acting. So, I don't know. I still think if the Mario Kart ripoff game can get 3 iterations, then this should be able to easily at least get one more. We can get a Nick Brawl 2. Let me know what you guys think. And I appreciate you guys for listening to me talk about this. So, hopefully this will be a case of a little bit of sad news, but maybe it is a precursor to better news later. Don't know that. I've not seen anything to suggest that there will be another All-Star game. This could be the very, very end. Hopefully it won't be. But anyway, appreciate you watching. Like and subscribe. Go check out all my other stuff. and you can leave a comment if you like. And hopefully we'll be back again in the future with more Brawl news, and hopefully the announcement of a new game. But until then, I'll see you later.